Denver police are investigating a stabbing this morning on the RTD W line stop at 12th and Perry. One person was hurt, and tonight police are looking for a suspect. This comes just 10 days after a deadly shooting on an RTD bus.
As 9 News reporter Brianna Clark shows us, the recent violence has some RTD operators concerned about safety.
It's just been the going trend here lately.
You expect to see flashing lights at a train station, just not these lights.
When I first started, it was very unusual to deal with an assault or something like that. But now it's becoming the norm of the job.
Ron Short was an RTD bus driver for 24 years.
We make the city move.
Now he's an officer at the union that represents RTD bus and train operators. Tuesday morning, it came to a standstill after a stabbing at the Perry station in Denver.
With the trend that's going on in our system with the violent acts here lately, not necessarily surprised.
That marks 2 violent incidents in less than 2 weeks. On Saturday, January 27th, police say a teenager shot and killed a man on an RTD bus.
What if that bullet hit our operator? Or what if that bullets hit more people on the bus? I mean, like I said, bullets don't have names.
Ron says RTD is now training operators on how to de-escalate situations like this.
But I mean, that doesn't address everything, you know? Some people just get on the bus unhinged.
Ron doesn't have all the answers.
We're just sitting around waiting for the next event to happen. How we solve that, I don't know. I wish I did.
But he has an idea, and it starts with respect.
Once you build up the importance of our system again and the importance of our operators and what they do, I think the trend will naturally turn around. But there has to be some type of effort to start towards that change.
I asked RTD what they're doing to keep passengers and operators safe. They told me adding sworn police officers. In August of 2022, they had 19 officers on the force. Now they have 52, with an additional 23 officers, or recruits rather, currently at the police academy. So the goal for this year is to add around 30 more officers, along with another mental health clinician and 4 additional employees to help with the homeless outreach. Alex.
All right, Brianna Clark reporting live tonight. Thank you.
Live look at Ball Arena. Nuggets are out of town till next Wednesday, 3-game road trip. Avs are in New Jersey tonight playing the Devils. Ariel will have highlights coming up in sports. Highlights weather-wise, Kathy.
Well, we got a big storm off to the west, Kyle, and that means more heavy mountain snow and the chance for accumulating snow here in Denver about the same time frame as we saw this past week, Friday into Saturday. A lot of water with this Pacific storm. We've been talking about the Los Angeles flooding, the mudslides all day. As this system crosses over Arizona and moves across Las Vegas, they're dealing with cooler than average temperatures there. And of course, Super Bowl Sunday on Sunday in Las Vegas, and temperatures will be a lot cooler than they're used to. Temperatures now coming down out of the 40s and 50s into the 30s for Denver. Still 52 in Lamar, 29 in Eagle, and 40 in Grand Junction. A lot of high and mid-level cloud cover coming in ahead of this area of low pressure, which has generated the potential for 1 to 3 feet of snow in the Colorado high country. The snow will start to fill in overnight. Avalanche danger on the rise, and travel will become difficult on the western side of the tunnel overnight tonight and early tomorrow. For Denver, the clouds move out. We clear out, and then tomorrow morning a few more clouds roll back in. A wave coming across the Continental Divide means there's a chance of a brief rain shower late in the day. Dry and comfortable tonight, and coming up in Maine weather, we're going to detail the timing of the storm that could bring more snow to Denver. I'll have those details in just a bit.
Kathy, thank you. Opening statements are set to start tomorrow in the murder trial of a former Greenwood Village police officer charged with killing a teenager. The case against Adam Holland centers around this doorbell camera video that shows what happened outside a home in Aurora the night before Thanksgiving 2021. Investigators say Holland was following a 17-year-old Peyton Blistein's car and then confronted the teen about his driving. An affidavit says Holland took out a gun, but it was Blistein who shot first. Holland fired back, killing the teen. Opening statements are expected in the morning.
Well, I'm not doing anything wrong. Why is this happening to me?
Business owner in Aurora says he's running out of options after somebody broke into his place several times over the last few months, causing tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage. He told our Lauren Scafidi it could put him out of business.
Car wash is a happy place. People come here with a dirty car, and when they leave, they feel better about themselves.
This happy place for Chip Shaw
Why are you doing this to me?
has brought frustration for 5 months.
And then he tried to pry open and get to the money.
At Province Car and Dog Wash at Buckley and Iliff in Aurora, he says the break-ins started in September.
They used a Penske truck, came up here with the trailer hitch, and ran it into the building. Hence, they took all that out. It was a mess. We fixed it. $24,000 later. It's really hard for me. Very hard.
Security footage has helped.
The strobe light comes on, he looks up like this.
Though Aurora police don't know if it's the same person or people breaking in.
And destroyed this $3,000 door.
His business has been hit 4 times. Shaw has claimed 2 of those incidents with insurance. Now he's worried his premium will skyrocket or worse.
That they're going to cancel my insurance. Right now, it's put my survival as a small businessman in severe jeopardy. Yes. Yeah, it has. I could lose the business over this. They're not stealing from me, they're really kind of destroying me.
For now.
But he's having trouble getting on the trail, so let me run out there and...
He says he'll do what he can to keep this place.
Very good! You didn't even need help, did you?
Nope, I got it.
You got it, all right.
As happy as can be.
Without the customer, without them coming here, we're nothing. We're just an empty car wash.
Aurora police say they are still investigating, but even with some surveillance video, they don't have any suspect information to share, and they have not made any arrests. Anyone with information should reach out to Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think that a car wash would have to post a guard outside, but I mean, what's the poor guy supposed to do?
Right, and now he's left wondering, well, what's next? What are they going to go after next?
All right, Lawrence Capiti, thank you.
Friends of the man killed in yesterday's bad crash in Arvada says he had just picked up his kids from school when a suspected drunk driver hit him. Police say Crested Wolf Thompson died in the crash off of 64th East in Wadsworth. Investigators believe alcohol and speed are to blame for the crash. A suspected drunk driver ran the red light and slammed into Thompson and his children, smashing their car into a home. The driver continued on the wrong side of the street, then hitting another car. Thompson's kids went to the hospital along with the other driver. Thompson's friend told us he was a talented musician who composed music for the Colorado Ballet.
If we put this into sporting terms, he would play Major League, okay? This was a guy with a talent in the world of music that very few people comprehend.
Casper Kopke says Thompson moved to Colorado from Denmark to be closer to his wife's family. Arvada police say the suspected drunk driver is in the hospital. An animal hospital in Denver is in cleanup mode tonight after a truck crashed into the building and landed in an exam room. Brentwood Animal Hospital says they're just thankful this crash happened in the middle of the night Friday instead of during the day where employees and patients would have been inside.
You know, you hear somebody zooming around by on the road outside and you have that little flinch moment. Are they coming through the wall again?
The only employees at work when this crash happened were 3 cats, Crisp, Callie, and Pumpkin. Fortunately, they're all okay, just understandably a little bit jumpy. Police say they cited the driver for careless driving. The animal hospital expects to be down in exam room for about 6 months.
Denver's trying to get landlords to turn empty downtown offices into apartments. It's expensive and complicated, but another building owner is ready to start that work. Our partners at the Denver Business Journal report that property managers have filed plans to turn the 16-story office building at 17th and Glenarm into apartments. It's a block away from the Brown Palace. 210 units, most of them will be set aside for affordable housing. Last summer, a study by the city found that that particular building was a good candidate to be converted. The city created a pilot program to help building owners fast-track those conversions from offices to apartments. The permit process alone can be intensive, and the process itself is not cheap, but the payoff for the city could be huge, filling the unused office space and providing new housing.